Hey, JR Feland here with South Jordan Horse Lessons. Hey, just talking to you today about desensitizing your horse. The hows, the whys, the whens of when you do this. So today we've grabbed some random objects, my wife Chrissy and I, and we've got like a plastic tablecloth here. We've got a sling that we use for our special needs riders when we're helping them get up in the lift to get up on the horse. We've got a flag, we've got a coat, and then we've got some irrigation piping. So you can really do whatever you'd like. But these are just some random objects. Now let's talk about desensitizing. Do you want to do desensitization all the time and get your horse to where he doesn't react to anything? No, that's not the case at all. What you want to do though is you do need to balance desensitizing activities with sensitization exercises, because you do want a light and supple and responsive horse also, right? But you do need a horse to not freak out and be able to have a good mind to be able to know how to handle anxiety, right? And how to handle new things, and so that you don't put yourself in a potential dangerous situation. Okay, so for today's exercise, I've chosen the American flag, and the reason why is we do quite a few, parade events and flag events and stuff like that. And sometimes, just the item arises, right? Like you all of a sudden bring a flag out and your horse doesn't react well to it, or you want to help prepare them before an event. And so might as well use it. So thanks, by the way, to our servicemen and women out there and all that you represent in fighting for our flag. And so hopefully nobody thinks I'm disrespecting the flag by using it today. But it is good to use the real thing to get ready for the actual deal. Okay, so what we're going to do here today is the key of this, right, is to make it so that your horse knows that bolting, freaking out, running away is not the answer of how to deal with a new item. So what we're going to do is with a consistent repetition with the item, we're going to expose it to him, and if he freaks, if he runs away, shies away, all that kind of stuff, we're going to keep exposing it to him with repetition until he calms down. And to know that calming down is the answer to the equation. So calm, there's 5 signs of calm. We've talked about this in our other videos of if he blinks his eyes, licks his lips, lowers his head, takes a big deep breath, or if he cocks a hind foot like this, that would show that he has relaxed. So I'm going to expose it to him in a repetitious manner until he relaxes. And so he's got to either show one of those signs, or I'm going to wait for 15 seconds for him to relax. Okay, so let's do this here. So he's already kind of brushing his eyes up, right? But I'm going to just kind of expose him to it like this. Now it's at this point he's done pretty good with this. This isn't his absolute first time with the flag, but this is this is a good refresher course for him to understand, right? So I haven't seen him blink an eye yet. I'm kind of seeing him getting a little bit bugged with the flies that are around him. But he's doing pretty good there, right? About 15 seconds, I did it with repetition, and now I'll take the flag away and let him know that sitting there, standing there, relaxing is the answer to the equation. So here's the deal. If a horse was to freak out, to bolt, to run away, the key is to not quit doing the pressure with your flag. And notice I've set myself up for success. I've got a rope that's fairly short, maybe an 8-foot long rope. And if he were to have gone, I would have just stayed with him until he actually quit his feet. And notice we're in an arena that's not too huge, right? And set him up for success so that we're not running all the way to Mexico or something, right? But now we're gonna put this in some different areas on the horse to expose. So we did his left side, now we're gonna try the right side. See how he does with the right side, and maybe over his ears a little bit. I'm all actually kind of trying to see if I can't get a little bit of a reaction, But I want him to know that, hey, this is okay. We're gonna be all right with this. Notice my consistency, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Did he blink his eyes? He might have blinked his eyes there, but that's about 15 seconds. So I'm gonna take the item away, take the flag away, and let him realize that, hey, that is the answer to how you deal with a new object. Okay, he honestly did really good with that American flag, right? So now we're gonna pull out the tablecloth. I don't know when a horse would be exposed to a tablecloth. You never know though, right? Maybe you ride up to your family picnic or whatever, right? And you got a tablecloth, but same thing, we're gonna expose it to him in rhythm. If he bolts, we're gonna follow with him, okay? That was some definite disturbance, right? But he's pretty much realized that, hey, the answer is not to move my feet, right? Stay within rhythm. I haven't seen a blink of the eyes. We're at about 8 seconds. 13, licking of the lips. Did you see that? Oh, beautiful. So when he shows a sign of relaxation, that's when we quit the tablecloth deal. Okay, this thing is a pretty good little deal. Makes a lot of sound, right? Makes a lot of unexpected movement. A lot of folks do different things. You know, they use the big rubber balls, the bouncy balls, different things. Yeah, there's a balance on desensitization though. You know, you don't have to do it, you know, till the cows come home, but you do want to have a good balance of that with sensitization exercises. Okay, so I worked on his left side. Let's work on his right side now. Let's see what he does kind of back here towards the feet a little bit. Oh, did you see how he kind of braced that foot a little bit? But he knows the answer is not move your feet. If he moves his feet, what I'm going to do is just follow him, right? Follow and try his best. He's going to beat you, right? He's going to beat you as far as moving a little bit faster or whatever, right? You may not be able to keep on, you know, tapping him with the deal. But the key is if you keep the pressure on, then he realizes that the answer to get the pressure to stop is to stop your feet. He's giving a good look at that. And I think he's conjugating it in his mind, right? Or like processing it in his mind of, oh, okay, I just need to chill and relax. He's blinking his eyes. Okay, now you want to be able to, if you got whatever the object is, you want to be able to go all over the horse, right? Left side, right side, above him, below him, over his back, everything, right? Because maybe you need to take your tablecloth horseback to the picnic or whatever, right? So let's get in a position where we can kind of get up and over his ears a little bit. He's breathing a little bit heavier there. I don't know if the mic's picking that up. But he's realized that the answer is just relax there, right? About 10 seconds, 11, 12. He's thinking about moving. Maybe it's just a fly. 13, 14, 15. And then we'll take it away. All right. Okay, well, we're not getting the big reaction like we want to for the film deal, but that's not a bad deal. We got a good horse here that we've done some desensitization exercises. So, all right, we've switched horses now. Just to give you a little bit more looks at this and get you more details on this. This horse is Rio Bravo. We've done a lot of desensitization exercise, but it's been a little bit since I've done some. So, and this is a new object for him. So what I want to kind of do is introduce it to you. And hope we get kind of a reaction, I guess, but then hope to get him over you know, help him build confidence with it, right? And so notice kind of what I've done is I've placed myself in between the horse and the object, right? And he's showing a little bit of curiosity for it. But notice I don't have the rope tied up either, right? Because you want to set this up for success. Because if he inevitably blows and starts, you know, backpedaling back, you know, 30 miles an hour, you do not want him to be hooked up to a fence here, right? So let's get ready for this. I'm going to kind of unfurl it. We got some reaction, right? We We got some blink of the eyes there. Did you see the blink of the eyes? So I took the object away so that he realizes that that is the answer, to stop your feet. Oh, good job, Rio. You did really good, dude. He's still, you can tell he's on alert, right? He's on high alert, but he did show the signs of relaxation, right? Okay, that was good. So now we've given him, you know, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds, 45 seconds of relaxation, maybe a minute, whatever, right? So that he realizes that's how he gets out of the pressure, right? But now we're gonna go for it again. Now all of a sudden, you can see this is sunk in. He's saying, okay, for me to make this object stop or go away, I just have to stand here and relax. This helps the mindset of your horse, right? That's what desensitization is. We're not trying to get them so darn dull that they don't react to stuff. We need them to react. We need them to react to us, right? Our seat bone, our body, our legs, our hand cues, our forward cues, everything we've got, right? What this is to help them build up a mindset of how to deal with anxiety, right? I heard a comment one time, let's bring them back up into frame. I heard a comment one time that anxiety is when you fret about things in the future, and depression is when you fret about things in the past. And so this helps a horse just understand and how to deal with anxiety, right? That's the same thing with humans. We have to, this is how we deal with anxiety too, right? Is you have to, you know, either expose yourself to the items and do it again and again and again, and then teach your body the appropriate responses of what the appropriate response is to that. Okay, so now I've done the left side, but remember, you got left side of the horse is the different side of the right side of the horse. Their mind, right, is it's like almost like two separate horses. So let's go on this side. Expect him to go, right? So I've got a hold of the rope, but expect him to go for it. He took a step. Way better. The connection's there, right, between the left brain and the right brain of the horse, but it's it connected this time. He took one step. I haven't seen a blink of an eye. There's a blink of an eye. So I'm going to take the object away, and notice I'm going to put it to this side of me so that he realizes that, hey, the pressure's away, we're all right. Okay, now if you have a horse that's just really flipping out, another way to kind of, you know, ease them up into it is you could kind of get the horse leading like this and kind of do the object like this, kind of wave the object away from him. But see how I'm between the object and the horse? This makes it so that the horse realizes that they're still in safety, right? You're the protector of the herd. And so this would be another way to kind of ease him into it and get him used to it a little bit more. I'm going to switch the rope to this hand now. Now ultimately, you would want to do this all over the body, right? Be able to get to the point where you put it over his back, under his belly, around his legs, everywhere. And do it with consistency. Wait till you see one of the 5 signs of relaxation. There's the blink of the eyes. And then take the item away. Or wait for the 15 seconds. I hope this has been really helpful for you. It's been helpful with me and my horses. It's sure embarrassing when you're out, you know, on a trail ride or whatever, and all of a sudden you pull your coat out from behind you. And this has happened to me before, where you pull your coat out from behind you and all of a sudden your horse flips his lid, right? And so then all of a sudden you have to get off and do some desensitization. And how does that even make sense, right? Like, you have your coat on the horse already. It was tied in my saddle strings, right? But then all of a sudden it started to get cold and rain or whatever, you know, and then I pulled it out, and then that's when my horse decided to flip. So the jacket had been on him the whole day, and he didn't freak until the deal. So I hope this helps you. Come visit our website, southjordanhorselessons.com. If this has been helpful for you, please like, please subscribe. Turn on notifications. We're going to be sending out a lot more videos, and we've got our curriculum on our website, southjordanhorselessons.com. We'd love to have you come and check it out, and check out all of our curriculum and all of our videos. Okay, now here's a really important thing. if you, so like, let's say you have the freak out, right? And he bolts, he's, you know, starts backpedaling 35 miles an hour. And let's say you take the object away, right? Oh, he might do this again, actually. Okay, so you notice I did exactly what I was about to tell you what not to do, right? Well, no, you see what I'm saying? I guess I messed that up. But if I were to have quit right there with the tablecloth, video or not, I mean, to heck with the video, right? I don't want to mess my horse up here, right? So if I were to have quit, if he would have bolted on that and I were to have quit doing the deal, he would have learned that running backpedaling 30 miles an hour is the answer to this. And I've seen this so many times. I saw one time I helped a gal with her horse, and she said, my horse is raring on me, even when I try to put on the bridle. It's terrible. And I was like, okay, well, what happened? Tell me what's the story? And sure enough, the story came out, you know, that she was putting the bridle up on the horse, right? And the horse lifted his head. And instead of keeping the pressure on the horse and staying there and doing it, this was a horse that had been bridled many years, you know, and this wasn't like a new thing, but it was a new owner for the horse. The horse lifted his head and she quit. She said, well, yeah, after he lifted his head, I really couldn't get the bridle on, so I quit and put the bridle away and, you know, put him back in his stall and went home for the day. And then I said, well, then what happened next? She says, well, the next day I said, I'm going to really work on this. So she went out there, and instead of raising his head, the horse reared his head, because she had inadvertently trained the horse basically to know that the answer to getting out of being bridled was to go as high as you can. And so don't stop the pressure. That's really the critical piece. If your horse is just backpedaling a million miles an hour, right, you've got to stay with it. And then they understand, right? Let's see how we're at right now, right? Not moving, we're waiting for a blink or a breath or a cocked hind foot or a lowering of the head. There's a blink, right? So then we'll take it away. Okay, this is the benefit of doing some desensitization with your horse. Did you see how that paper was just kind of flying in the wind right there? That's Rio Bravo over there standing by the bucket with the flying papers, and he's able to handle it, right? Of course, oh, there's the paper, it goes again. Oh, even a couple of papers. And does Rio seem to be too bothered by them papers? No. So he knows how to deal with anxiety now, right? He knows how to deal with sudden movements and sudden sounds and things like that. That's our script for the video as we prepare these videos and things. And so he's off on the side. So this is a little like behind the scenes, I guess. But I hope you enjoy watching today, and safe riding for you guys.